Welcome back to the Double Player Podcast. It's Sam here, and with my co-host,
Banana.
And we have a special guest today. It's our first guest. You want to introduce yourself?
What's good? Yes, I am President Pike. You can just call me Pierce, though. It's all good.
Mention your YouTube
What's
channel,
up,
man.
boys?
You have a YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, man. You got to pull up the
He
youtube.com/President
makes those
Pie,
Roblox
dude.
tutorials.
You know, that's where I'm
Got any
at.
questions on dev support.
Exactly. I cook up
You go
those
there.
Roblox tutorials to help those little children
Okay,
make
you
their
said
games,
that a
man.
little
You
weird.
are already on the wrong track. You're
What are
way
you
off course.
talking
We're not
about,
even-
man?
This is
What
going
are
to be
you
the forbidden
talking about?
episode.
And okay, let's
This is
just
going to be
talk
like when
about
all
the
the
game.
YouTubers recorded with Carson and then the episodes disappear.
Okay, Sam, you want to talk about the game?
Nah.
Yeah, so today's episode is on Jedi Fallen Order. Pretty much the first like Star Wars game, modern one that's like solo player. You know, we had Battlefront games and everything, but they weren't campaign focused. So, and like the Old Republic was an old
Yeah,
game, stuff
I mean,
like that. So
Oh. It's the first, Souls-like kind of mostly. It's just single player focused. I don't know what I'm saying. Mostly, Souls-like Metroidvania,
Metroidvania.
at least in level design.
Yeah, I don't know what Metroidvania is, but it's definitely very Souls-like. Is unfortunate because that's not really my thing.
What does
but-
Metrovania mean again? Is that like that's like not open world, but it's like
It's like
like linear?
yeah, it's
feels
like
kinda
linear
open world, but
open
it's all, like,
world.
kinda
That's
set
what this
Like
game
a
is.
God of
That is
War.
what this game is. It
Yeah.
is linear open world, I'd say.
yeah.
You're not going to other planets unless
Yeah.
there's an objective. The fuck? I'm not.
True. You just bounce back.
Yeah,
and
so it's
forth
like
as the
it's a guided
objectives tell
open
you
world,
to.
pretty much is what it says. Which makes sense because the maps, they are pretty open and everything, but there's obviously a goal for the map, and it's not just generated or anything. It's all set out, planned. Yeah, so I think for this episode, we'll just hit the whole story, and as we go through the story, we'll talk about each of the parts, boss fights, and just complaints during that, and then we'll just summarize our positives, negatives, and give that final rating at the end. Yeah, let's just hop into the story. So this story, the setting is it's following Cal Kestis, who is a Jedi Padawan, former of course, because it takes place roughly 5 years after Order 66 and is about 14 years before the Death Star gets destroyed in A New Hope. So it's a decent setting that's not really played on. There's like Rogue One, but nothing so close to after Order 66, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much just right after.
Yeah, that's what Cal is hiding
66.
from.
5
He
years. or
didn't
so.
die during Order 66.
Yeah, he's hiding over on
Braca.
what was it? Yeah, Braca. I was
Yeah, that's the
just
first planet
lost
you
it for
start
some
on.
reason. He's hiding on Braca as a scrapper.
Yeah, and so on Braca, he's hiding, and really the only thing you know about it is he has a friend, Preov, and they're basically just doing work.
They're just
So you're
engineer
just
buddies. They're scrapper.
yeah, and the first level is basically
Yeah.
just parkouring around. You just get familiar with the controls, no combat or anything, until there's an incident that causes both Preov and Cal kind of to tumble down until Cal finally shows that he's a Force user and saves Preov from splattering like a goddamn pancake onto the ground.
Yeah.
Which, kind of hype. I thought Preov was about to like freak out and betray bro, but he's kind of chill.
I thought he was gonna switch up too.
He was
I
always
thought
chill
he'd
from the
switch up
beginning,
too.
man.
He's like an Inquisitor too. Be like,
I didn't think
no.
that.
Nah, I could always tell.
I just thought
Prof
he'd
was gonna
snitch
be
to
chill.
somebody. But as it turns out, though, he doesn't have to snitch because the Inquisitors could feel the Force being used, I guess. Which
yeah. Well,
a
when
little
Cal
weird.
saved him, he moved a platform right under him. He had to use the Force for that. So
yeah, and so the Inquisitors sense that on Braca, and so they come and basically just line up all the workers to
fucking
get someone to confess.
Yeah, it's kind of like an execution almost, but it's just like
I mean, it was gonna be if nobody
But
confessed.
thank God.
Second sisters. Oh, if you do not confess, you will all be subject to summary
His
execution.
bro
Yeah,
was like,
Bro.
flame, right?
Nah, he was trying to like, you know, talk and give reasoning and whatnot, and be like, yeah, y'all suck or whatever. But you know, she's like, oh, really? You can say that about me?
Yeah,
fucking kills
Braille
him.
basically tells him to fuck
Stabs him.
off,
Just fucking
and
kills.
he gets killed. She basically just sticks the lightsaber out in front of him and just activates it right through his chest, which causes Cal to freak out, and he unleashes his lightsaber, but is quickly disbanded because
Yeah.
he doesn't do anything. He was a former Padawan. He doesn't practice at all anymore. And so you get into a running sequence where you get really easy combat missions and everything, where, you know, it teaches you to deflect the bolts, to parry by sending maybe one enemy at a time on the train.
Yeah, the tutorial.
Yeah, it's an okay level. It's kind of cool being on the train. Get that feeling that it's rushing and you need to get the fuck out.
Every single adventure game has got to have a train, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really an adventure. Any
Yeah,
game
every
like that,
Uncharted
you
game
get the
has a
train.
Every Tomb Raider probably has trains. You're probably gonna.
No, Tomb Raider has planes.
Probably,
Oh
man.
yeah, sure.
But yeah, you just run away on the train, battle some stormtroopers, and there's some sequences where like planes shoot at you too, so that kind of drives up the atmosphere. But they never hit you. They blow shit up, and you just parkour around, getting to the front of the train until a mysterious ship comes to your rescue. It turns out it's something called the Mantis Crew. It has two members, Siri and what was the other guy's name?
Siri.
Sear.
It was Sear and
Grease.
Grease.
That little
Oops.
midget Grease, bro.
Greasy?
Oh,
Marty.
right,
Midget, bro.
Greasy. Yeah, he's like an alien, and I think Sear is human,
She's
right?
just black lady.
Yeah.
Pretty aware.
That's what I was
Have
gonna
you
say.
seen her eyes, bro?
Oh my god, bro! If no one's seen, she got the bug
type of
eyes.
eyes, bro.
Exactly.
Pop out.
She looks like Greedo.
Oh nah, you did not just say that.
Let's go that far.
Oh,
But yeah, Seer reveals that she was basically once a Jedi, but doesn't reveal why she stopped. And yeah, Grease is a fucking degenerate gambler like Mr. President Pie here.
True. Please help me.
Cases?
Give me the hotline
oh
number.
my god! There needs to be a
No,
case.
I got a load up
online.
CS.
That needs to be a real thing. Like just like
Never.
for gamblers. Nah,
For
but
CES gamblers.
true. This game, not only its story is about Cal, but its story is also about Sierra too. You learn a lot about her.
Yeah. She definitely develops Grease too, man.
Yeah, sure, man. Grease too.
He developed
Exactly.
his cooking
He's a
ability,
good fucking
bro.
pilot, though. I gotta give it to bro. He knows what
What
he's
do you?
doing.
They never run or anything.
I said pilot.
That's what this game is missing, is space battle. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, it is kind of weird how it's a really just like it is a Star Wars game, but it doesn't like super duper feel like a super Star Wars thing. You never see fucking like space. The only time you see it is when you get in the ship. That's it. And then you
Yeah.
just fast travel.
Not wrong.
But, you know, I think that's the Souls like they wanted. Didn't really fit a ship in here, which I'm fine with. We've had plenty of ships. There was that. What's the one where you literally just play as a pilot?
Yeah, Squadrons.
Yeah.
Squadrons?
So,
Yeah, Squadrons
You
Yeah,
is
can play
pretty
as
fun.
pilot in Battlefront 2.
yeah, you
Battlefront
can do
1,
that too.
You can do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's other games.
They know people like their ship.
And yeah, so that's all cool. We meet the crew of the Mantis, and she reveals that there's a relic on Bogano, and she needs Cal to get it. The relic is basically a holocron that contains, I guess, a list of Jedi Padawan that were Padawan during Order 66 that could be still
It's a
alive
list of
and
4
whatnot.
Jedi children, right? That's the
It-
number.
Yes. Yeah, that's in the holocron.
Yeah, I mean the holocron was just a list of force sensitive children
That's
and
weird.
their locations.
Yeah, and so Cal goes to Bogano with the crew, and you find BD1, which is gonna be his little
Yeah, pretty much your
droid.
R2D2 of the game. Yeah.
Companion.
Every Star
Yeah,
Wars
he's pretty
like
chill.
thing has got to have that. They got to have a droid companion. But
Well, it
BD1
made sense
is
for the game.
No, BD1 is chill though. And if you hate on BD1, you're just not. You're not it. You're not him, bro.
Yeah, he's a little different from like R2D2, BB8. He has like legs, and he mostly just sits on Cal's back because he's really small.
Well, no, he has like real legs. He can actually use them, not just like roll around.
Well, that's why I said legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
He's-
R2D2 has legs too. But they
He's
just have
great.
wheels. That's it.
Are those legs? Those are
Yeah,
wheels.
they count as legs. You could call those legs. What else are they?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, yeah, man.
It's not like he
Y'all
rolls on his like bottom part. He has two parts that extend, touch the ground.
And he has thrusters, bro.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, and this is when you kind of get a hint of how the game's gonna work too. The first function is that Cal rediscovers that he knows how to wall ride, which is a stupid
It is such
Wall
a
run,
ride.
it's a stupid like gameplay or I don't know, what
It's a
would you
stupid
call it?
gameplay
Like
mechanic where you have to fucking go out there and get it. It's just
well, I think it's fine for
Re-remember
gameplay,
stuff.
but I'd say it's shit
He
for like if you
forgot.
just think about it. Like you just forgot how to use the Force, like everything.
yeah, that is true. How does a Jedi
Exactly.
forget how to pull?
I mean,
Genuinely, you see that in
Pull,
Yeah,
force,
man.
freeze, wall run.
in the game, it's just his connection to the
Nah,
force was
he's-
damaged.
Yeah, it
That's
makes
why.
sense gameplay wise. I get it because you have to have something to unlock. But if you just think about it, a little stupid. But yeah, he remembers his Padawan while running, and so you basically do that with his master, Jero. What was his? Jero Tapal. And I don't remember what his
Tapal.
race was, but he's been in.
Bro,
I don't either. Big blue dude, man.
He is either. Fuck.
One of his race was in the Clone Wars, but I don't remember what that was.
Oh,
But he's a
I know what you're
Jedi
talking
master that
about.
trained Cal. Yeah,
nah,
you've
it's
seen
not. It's not in Clone Wars. It's in Rebels, and he's like one of the main characters in
okay.
Rebels.
Okay, that's what it was in Rebels.
Man, I really know his name, but it's just not coming to my head right now.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
his name at all, or his.
Typically, what I see
Right.
though from that character is that race of people is fucking stupid, very stupid. It's just he's an exception.
That's messed up, man.
Shit, my
honestly,
bad.
Yeah,
I'm the
bro, he's a
racist.
Jedi.
Oh,
You're
shit.
not.
You know,
Calm
I'm
down.
devoted to the Star Wars universe. My bad.
Racism and all. I hate the Wookiees.
Oh,
They
no,
smell,
okay,
they're hairy,
okay.
and
He
they're
took it too
brown.
far. He took it.
What's your problem, man?
He cuts out the Hitler joke, but he don't weave in stuff like that.
I didn't. Anyway.
He cut it out, man. He cut it out.
So when you get to the Zepho temple on Bogano, you BD1 like activates some memory, and he basically points out a hologram that shows a character, Ito Cordoba.
He's a
And
Jedi master, right?
Yeah, he's an old Jedi master. You don't
Yeah.
know that much about him, but like most characters, you learn more. I'm assuming he's dead. Because it was a long time ago, and he basically reveals how to get the holocron. You can't just get it, but it has all the Jedi children, locations, and everything in the vault of the Zepho temple there, and you need to go to 3 other Zepho tombs located on separate planets to basically get the you have to get something to unlock the tomb with, and that's what the other pieces
Yeah,
have.
I can't remember what he says either, but
Was it the Astrium?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
the
something
Astrium.
like
You
that.
have to get that to unlock the tomb, and so you have to basically just go around to different planets, and that's kind of the gameplay. What drives the gameplay. So you go back to your ship, and Zepho is gonna be the first stop, as it is Zepho Tombs. So might as well go to the homeland. And the Zepho homeland, man. And so yeah, you go to the Mantis crew, let them know what's up, and then Grease takes you over there, and this is when I started to realize that the game was really slow.
Oh yeah.
It's so
'Cause
slow.
you can't skip cutscenes, and every time you want to travel to a new planet, you have to get into the ship, you have to fucking go pick a planet, and then you have to sit there and wait for the planet.
Down. I always
No, first you
alt-tab,
can't even
and I'm
sit
like,
down.
Oh, okay.
You have to first
Yeah.
wait for it to get ready to go to hyperspace. You're just sitting there like, And then he's like, all right, sit down.
Yeah.
Nothing to do.
It's a really.
All right,
fucking
kid, sit
annoying
down.
fast
It
travel.
probably
time to
takes more than a
land.
minute to go to another planet, which is kind of weird.
Hey man, that's realistic. Actually, that's not realistic, but
It's not realistic.
it takes a while to get to another planet. So
Even with hyperdrive, it's a little.
even with
They're
that
not-
fast loading times, you still got a
Exactly.
minute, and that's pretty
Even with the
fast.
SSD,
Okay.
they don't got the Millennium Falcon. They're on the Mantis, bro. That thing, that's like 20,000 parsecs a minute, bro. Slow as fuck.
They're on.
Oh god, it could never complete the
The
Kessel
Cal,
run or whatever.
the Cal
it's called.
Kestis
Yeah,
run.
20 parsecs. Yeah, the Cal Kestis.
Taking it through gaps like in the fucking Kessel run. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. I don't even think it has guns. How are they gonna shoot the asteroids in the way?
Yes, guns. That's not true.
Ever use
Yeah.
them? Do they work?
They have guns on the front. I'm looking at it right now.
All right, I'll give Grease the benefit of the doubt that they work. He wouldn't let his ship fall apart.
They have a gun on the bottom. See, yeah, you ain't with the Mantis crew.
Things is
Get out.
baby, man.
Yeah, because we got Bug Eye Lady and Grease. Do I need to say
Don't
more?
hate on Grease.
Hey, don't
bro.
hate on
Have you looked
Grease,
at, bro?
man.
Oh,
Greasy
I wanna
money.
get back into the Star Wars races.
I'm gonna
but
lose it. Okay, no more Star Wars racism.
okay,
man.
anyway. So yeah, you go to Zepho and you find out it's being used as a Imperial mining operation. So stormtroopers crawling everywhere. I mean, they've taken over the whole town, kicked everyone out, and now they just hold it down.
Yeah.
And so you go through things, finding your way around, and then Cal finds out his first force ability is force push.
Of all things, force
Um,
push.
Yeah, in
Finally
the
woke
bottom of the
up.
tomb, and you use it to like blow out unstable rock, push things around. Like there's these balls.
Open
you
new
have to move around and
pathways.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit you do is push it again.
And yeah, you go to the fucking Zepho jungle down there where you can't find anything, and it's all confusing as fuck. This is
Well, like the big ice cave.
the ice caves aren't
No.
that bad.
Are you talking about when you actually
Zepho's a mess.
get out to the big, huge water part? That shit. That's where the whole map changes.
Yeah, Zepho's really big, and it just gets confusing sometimes. And the map does not really help you.
The map is so bad because it's a hologram, and it just like you can see the levels.
It's like
phasing through
3D.
each other. Yeah, it's impossible to see on like Zepho when you're in the center, and there's like multiple ways to go, and you're like, what?
And you can't ping
What am I
anything
supposed
to
to
get
do?
like a route or anything. Just kind of pray, I guess,
Yeah, you just have to.
or meditate the
Yeah.
force
True.
to find your way out.
Oh, no.
Mm.
And yeah, so you go down there, and BD1 gets a new Cordoba message, and it basically talks about Kashyyyk and the Wookiees, and about how they need to find the chieftain Tarful. He was a friend of Ito. Hopefully he'll have more instructions for him there. So you get the force push, you get the new ability, or the new quest, and basically just need to go back. And this is when I guess this is technically your first boss fight, right? Technically, the ATST.
No,
it has
the
a health
first
bar.
boss fight is the Ogdo Bogdo, bro.
Yeah.
That's like, you don't need to do that though.
I guess you don't, but yeah, the first like if you're talking like just you have to do it.
This one you
boss
have
fight.
to beat to leave, and it has a health bar up top.
It does
Yeah,
have a
I
health
think he's
bar.
right.
Yeah, he is
Yeah, so
right.
basically, you're going back to your ship on Zepho, and there's an ATST waiting for you, trying to clap your ass. And it's not very hard as the first boss fight. It shoots pretty slowly on its turrets, and when you go up to its legs, yeah, and you can deflect them, parry them, whatever. When you go up to his legs to slice, it'll drop mines. It'll shoot these stun bombs, mines, things. It just like electrocutes you, and it has like a rocket.
It's a very
It's
stupid
not very
boss. Very stupid
Yeah.
boss.
This is definitely not one you get stuck on.
Yeah, especially for a first
fucking,
boss.
like Souls-like game where you're striking and blocking and shit.
Well,
Like it's
it's the first one.
Yeah. No, I'm not hating on the game. I'm just saying it wasn't a good boss for this kind of game, you know. Just
Yeah, you basically just deflect the bullets and then just go beat its legs and then run when it drops mines. You can force push the missile back at it for some good damage, but sometimes it's not worth it. Because at this point,
Yeah, sometimes it just won't work as well. Like you'll force push, but the missile just
or it'll
keep
just not
coming
hit
at
it.
you.
He'll just go like way high up or to the left, to the right, to the left,
Yeah.
to the right. And at this point, you only have maybe 2 or 3 stim packs. I had 2. I think you got the 3rd before this, right, Pierce?
Yeah, I had the 3rd before I fought this stupid ATS.
Because to find them, you find these like yellow crates. I don't know if they told you about them or something. I wasn't paying attention, I guess, and just never knew to look for them.
Well,
So
yeah, they don't tell you anything about them. I just played the game
I didn't even know
previously,
that
and
they were,
I knew that. Oh yeah, this
color
stims. I can
coded
pick
like
those
that.
up.
yeah, they're yellow.
Yeah, they're always just in some random yellow crate, and then it plays the most janky animation.
BB-8, go in there, bro.
yeah, that was a little goofy.
Find anything?
Why did you say BB-8?
No, BD-8 couldn't get out of there.
problem.
We don't talk about
BD1
fucking
supremacy.
sequels. What is your issue?
Well, BB-8's chill. He doesn't deserve the 8.
I don't really like him, but I don't know.
You're fucked.
Nor do I. I think he's
What
a
do you
bad
mean?
design.
He literally runs on a ball. That shit's
2
based.
balls.
Bro, there's that stupid
It's just
thing
2
He's
balls.
like a
really said
snowman.
where they're like, oh, BB-8 has a trained cat inside it, or what were they saying? Like a trained monkey inside it
A
running.
hamster.
Yeah, that was the most retarded.
Something
He
like
uses
that.
the
I've
force.
heard.
The cat uses the force to move him.
I was like, there's no fucking way. That
It's canon,
works.
bro.
They wanted fucking. Who did they want to play goddamn Chewbacca in the original movies? Wasn't it like a real monkey? Or am I forgetting that wrong, Pierce?
Probably just Chewbacca. I mean, who else are you gonna hire?
I'm
They just
not
hired
George
aware.
Chewbacca.
Lucas
What
was
are you
a
talking
crazy
about?
dude when
I
he made
don't
the
know what you're
originals.
talking about.
He had some wacky visions.
And that's why they were so good.
And then he made up midichlorians.
No, that's a cool thing. I actually fuck with that.
It's pretty much the Aryan race, but in Star Wars.
What? What?
Fuck.
What?
Nah, we're just gonna move past it. So Ito Korba, tells you to go to Kashyyyk and shit. You beat the ATST, got the first push, so let's go. This probably has one of the cooler missions. When you come to Kashyyyk, there's like a war going on between the Empire, Wookiees, and a freedom fighter group led by Sal.
What's his name? Yeah.
Saw Gerrera. His name is
Sal.
Saw Gerrera. And the other dude is Eno Cordova. You keep saying like
It
Eno
is
Corda
Cordova.
and
It's
other
Eno, isn't
things, dude.
Ain't no
It's
way.
Eno.
I think it is,
I'm pretty sure
I'm
I
pretty
looked
sure
it
that's
up.
bro.
Name is Eno, bro.
Fuck, it is Eno. Rip.
Exactly, man. You're over here
Rip.
saying Eno the whole time. I'm like, is this
Wow,
guy
thanks
retarded?
for correcting me earlier, bro.
Yeah, you could have said something.
Of course, bro.
How helpful.
I had to let it run a little. Make sure I was hearing right.
So yeah, Eno Cordova tells you to go there. But yeah, so you can't really land because there's a whole ass war going on. And so you just jump out of the mantis.
You literally just jump out that hole. No parachute, no nothing.
You land in the water, bro. You land in the water.
Nothing, but you just pray. It's like Minecraft.
And you
Yeah,
land
you
in the
like
water
sure.
by some AT-ATs, so you gotta swim over, and then you get to climb on them, which
Pretty fucking
climb on like
annoying.
moss on them,
Yeah,
which is
it
a
takes
little
forever to
okay.
get up them.
I'm sure the moss on an AT-AT is structurally stable enough to hold a fucking human being, but you climb on them.
And a droid.
Droid's gotta be 20, 30 pounds, bro.
How much you think fucking he weighs? BD1.
Probably like 10 pounds.
Yeah,
He has like no bottom.
Yeah, I mean, he's like pure metal.
All he
dude.
has is a head.
Nah, he's got structure. He's
It
structure.
depends. Can he take a blaster bolt or no?
Fuck no.
Okay, he ain't more than 10 pounds.
Probably weighs 90. Should get him on the scale. BD8 weighs
You think bitch is more
120.
BD1 or banana?
BD1 has probably got a lot. Probably
But
got a
definitely
lot.
banana,
Probably
bro.
like, he's probably at 225.
Okay. So yeah, you get the.
I can't find anything
Oh,
about his
rip,
weight.
it's
man.
not canon. Damn.
It's not canon.
But you get to like kind of take control of the AT-AT. You don't really walk or anything, but you get to shoot that hoe, blow the other one up, and you just fuck over a bunch of stormtroopers.
It's impossible to fail that sequence. Too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're probably invincible. And yeah, so you fuck him over, then you hop out, and you meet Saul Goodman. And he's the leader of the Freedom Fighters. And he basically tells you they don't know where Tarful is, the Wookiee chieftain. And so you just help him
You gotta go
liberate some
free the
shit.
homies.
Yeah,
Free the-
get the Wookiees. Tarful's still not there with them, so you don't really know what to do. And then Seer calls you to get Cal back to the ship. And at this point, the second sister actually ambushes Cal, and they do some fighting. He's outclassed completely because he still doesn't know how to fight very well. And she reveals herself as Trilla. So that's
Trilla, what was it, like
Goodbye.
Sudanari or something?
Trilla's easy to
I'll
remember.
Google it, bro. 'Cause
Sudafari?
You got no.
Yeah, you
Suduri.
didn't remember either,
Suduri,
dumbass.
Suduri.
Fuck you. How many times
Bro,
have you played it? How many
closer
times have you played
than
it?
You idiot.
Closer than me.
You
I
did
didn't even
twice.
say anything.
Exactly.
Fuck off.
Idiot, man. Edo
Idiot,
Corda.
man.
Edo
Man.
Corda.
This is what happens when you add the Roblox dev to your podcast.
Bro, presented by
And
YouTube.
so, but luckily BD1 has your back. He makes this like shield in front of you, so you just run out of that hoe. And yeah, so she ambushes you. BD1 saves you, and then Cal escapes into the Zepho tomb on Kashyyyk, and he is once again caught lacking by Trilla, who beats the fuck out of him yet again. He's
Caught
about to fall to
lacking.
his death.
I like him by throat.
And is that? Are you serious, Pierce? Why did you just launch SCP? Pay attention to the
I'm
podcast. And so Cal's falling to his
fine,
death,
bro.
and then he remembers the Force Pool, and he saves himself. Chill as fuck. He finally remembers, and so
Yeah.
Finally
now you have
remembers.
Force push,
At-
Force pull, Force stop.
Literally the
He's
worst.
almost
part.
a Jedi.
Like, why do you remember as you're falling to your goddamn death?
Survival instincts, man. Alright.
True. Couldn't remember.
No matter how
earlier.
many meditating stops
not
we hit,
that
you'll
hard.
never remember.
Exactly.
there's no
It would
way.
be, I think it. Would you rather be like this, or would you rather be like you get it on the skill tree?
I'd rather just start
Well,
with
I
them.
don't think you should
Okay.
start with them, but I think that is actually a good idea. The skill tree.
Would it though? Because you could neglect them, but you
Because
need
no
them.
skill tree's
Yeah.
stupid. Because then you can.
You
Yeah,
need 'em for some
exactly.
parts, so that'd be stupid.
Nah, they could
You'd have to redesign the whole game.
Nah, they could add more enemies. That would have fixed it. That would have made it good.
Yeah, the skill tree, I guess we should talk about it. It's really not that big. You learn some new moves, like there's an F move that's like a heavy hit, and you get more health, get more force.
Oh my god. Wait, hold on real
You
quick.
can make your force push and pull more powerful, which is really necessary.
What?
And yeah.
This man is actually trolling. He's actually trolling. He's inviting me to SCP.
What are you talking?
It's the C4. It's Dunham, man. He doesn't know how to think anymore.
I needed it, man. You don't understand.
Why don't you watch Star Wars, Pierce? So, instead of... Oh, I'm not going to say that.
Because I
What's better,
beat both
SCP
games.
or Star Wars lore? Okay.
SCP lore.
Take that back.
I will hold to
agree,
that.
I agree with
Or
that,
never.
though. I agree.
You guys can record the SCP podcast some other time.
Let's go. That's
confirmed
gonna
it.
go
He
so
just
crazy.
confirmed it.
better
It's
than
happening.
I'm not in that one.
It's happening now.
that.
Okay, so Cal then gets captured by a bounty hunter who just pulls up on you. And Pierce, you said you could actually kill the bounty hunter and not have to go to the prison place?
No,
No,
you
you
can't.
said
You're
that.
tripping, bro. There's multiple different bounty
so you thought
hunters
this was the-
around,
just, like,
right?
ones you
And
could.
if you go a different way, then you can fight a different bounty hunter. You can't kill them; they'll just
Are you
outdick you and just
sure?
take you to prison.
So you were talking about the ones you fight after you go here. Okay, I was confused.
Yeah,
Because you were like, what the hell? I thought I could beat him. I was dicing him, and then I got caught. I got instantly caught. Bro fucking diced the fuck out of me.
These bounty hunters are also just like
I did good against him, but then he just
what's
BS.
that
Yeah,
style of
pretty
like
much-
armor called again? Oh yeah.
Mandalorian.
I don't think these guys are that type, though.
No, they're
These guys
not,
aren't Mandalorian. They're the
They're not.
Brood.
because they don't have the fucking sabers.
Yeah.
Well, would the sabers still be around?
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably still dark sabers somewhere. Like
Yeah, but Mandalorians didn't have dark sabers.
I don't
for a
know
while
where it's at
anyway.
canonically. I mean, only one had
Oh.
a dark saber as
Well.
well.
Anyway, you get captured by this person and you wake up in a cell, not really knowing where you are. You don't have BB-8 or BD-1. You don't have your lightsaber. Surprised you didn't forget how to use the Force again. You know, what the fuck is the point? And
what's the point of learning if you just forget? Like what the fuck?
I don't know. If you've been to
Exactly.
school, shit happens, bro.
Okay, well, being a Jedi is not the same thing as going to fucking school.
Yes, it is.
I mean, yeah, he did have to go to
Exactly, he's
Jedi.
a
school, to be
Padawan.
fair.
You did
We're
have to
just
like read
Padawans
books
of
and
math and
shit.
science.
He had to like read books, bro.
Just significantly less cool.
What do you mean, bro? I know pi. Does he
useful.
know pi? Probably not. He forgot.
He did for gore.
So basically, you have to go get BD-1, and you do these puzzles, which puzzles are sometimes just bullshit. This is probably the biggest bullshit one, where you just put the wires in, but you literally just have to put the wires in different spots over and over until you figure out how to open the goddamn door. It's not really a puzzle. Like, a puzzle to me is like on Zepho, where
Oh
you
yeah,
move the balls.
That's
I had to
that's
ask
not
Yeah.
a,
voice
like a
Sam how
real
to do
puzzle
it because I
though,
wasn't
like
googling it.
those ones are pretty straightforward. It's
Well, you had to figure out how to put the balls on, though, in what order. Because you'd have to put them through the wind thing. You'd have to hit this one first.
thought it was
Then the
more of,
other
like, a
one,
progression
You'd have to go
thing.
get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little, but I think it's still puzzle-like. This is not a puzzle, though. You just grab the wire, put it in there. Nope,
Yeah.
that one didn't
Yeah,
work.
that
Try the
was
next
stupid.
one. It's just trial and error, which is stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, shit like that.
Have
Is
they even played The Legend of Zelda?
true.
Imagine if Link...
The ball ones required a little bit of critical thinking. Like, oh well, if ball go this way, then it go
when
here.
Pierce was playing, he just asked me which one to put in, and I was like, yeah, it's the one in the back. So yeah, you open the door, you fall in with BD-1, And you still don't have your lightsaber, but when you go to escape, which I guess Cal was just willing to leave his lightsaber, which is a little weird. He was trying to just run from that hoe. But then you come out into the arena, and that's when the Brood guy, the gang leader of the bounty hunter gang, they talk about basically what they're doing here. Yeah, they pretty much jump you, and you have to fight all those beasts, which it was a pretty hard challenge, I think. First, you have to fight, like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when they would just, like, drop the big enemies in there. And it's just, okay, me versus Spider and the Yotaz.
Yeah, that's annoying.
And Ogdo, if you're unlucky and didn't
so they released, like, Ogdo with some minions, and then they released the Spider and the Yotaz. And then you have to fight the bounty hunter, which isn't a hard fight.
The bounty hunter was
the
so
Spider
easy.
and Yotaz at once.
Dude. He literally didn't hit me. Like, when I was fighting with this Spider, Yotaz, Ogdo, everybody combo, that crap sucked. Then I get to the bounty hunter, and I just go hitless because he was just
the bounty
useless.
hunter's, I mean, you can block a lot of his shit, so it's not bad. He doesn't have a lot of reds like Yotaz or Spider Gang, but yeah. So you basically,
yeah, you had a
and they give your lightsaber to you at the start of that for the show. I guess he was hoping you would die, but you didn't. And then the Mantis comes to your rescue, busts through that hoe. And that pretty much leads to the bounty hunters always hunting you down, which is what we were talking about earlier, where they just show up. And these ones you can actually defeat, but they're decently hard, I'd say. Like the one with the fucking flamethrower. Yeah.
Oh, I hate every flamethrower enemy in the game, dude. You just
I
can't
know.
do anything.
It's like, it's just a fucking waiting game. It's like...
Yeah, because you can't block the fire. You can't force push it away. So, just gotta fuck them up as fast as you can.
Just gotta tank it, man.
There's a lot of enemies in this game. There's a lot of Empire enemies. Does it just build in Survivor? Like, does that count? Just get way higher?
Yeah. There's so many different
I'm
enemies
looking at
in Survivor and whatnot.
Guide for this. The Empire, there's a... I'm not going to count this, but there's a lot.
Yeah, you go to, like, 5 planets, you know. There's a lot of different things. Wildlife, fucking Empire, bitches.
Yeah, but this game does, like, it throws the common grunts at you a lot, where it's just like, here's the scout troopers, here's a bunch of fucking normal stormtroopers, and it's like, these are the areas of the game that are weak. Yeah.
Well, you can't just have them fighting special troopers every time. Then they're not really special.
No.
You gotta throw in your bottom feeding stormtroopers to fuck up.
Yeah. But...
Plus killing the little bottom feeders.
Yeah, except you can't slice them in half.
Yeah, that's a little...
I was talking about that when I was playing. They should have made it like Shadow of Mordor, bro. Where you're just ripping the orcs apart. Imagine if you're just tearing the stormtroopers apart. Because there's executions, but like better. Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor executions are way better. And there's so many.
Yeah.
There's air executions. There's fucking sneaky ones. There's heavy ones. There's brutal ones. They're insane. This game just didn't have it. I guess because it's a Souls-like, which isn't really about animations, but you know.
I mean, they still had like all the finishing
but they're lame
moves
as fuck.
And whatnot you could do on people. They get a lot cooler in the second game,
Is it
bro.
M-rated though? No.
There's dismemberment. You can't cut
That's
them in half, though.
Yeah, there's dismemberment.
Arms and legs are free game.
Oh, well, does violence against animals still fucking count?
We were brutally destroying those motherfuckers in Shadow of Mordor, bro.
Man, that game had to be mature. Cause
they're animals.
I mean,
if there's
you
blood,
literally got the option. Like, it's just so great in that game where it's like, yeah, do you want to recruit this guy or do you just want to fucking kill him right here, right now? And it's like you hit kill, bro. Like throws him on the ground, like stabs him in the fucking chest.
Or that one where he just blows his head up. He puts like too much and it just explodes the orc's head.
Yeah, that shit's awesome, bro. Yeah. Sword fighting games where you got the coolest executions and shit. I wish we could have seen more. Or is that a thing like more in Survivor though?
Well, no, this one isn't mature, so it's just goofy.
Is Survivor mature?
Yeah, I don't think either are mature. I don't think either are. Let me Google
It's
it.
Disney.
Yeah, Star Wars has to reach their audience, which, you know, they want children, so. Fucking Shadow of Mordor, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, that's yeah.
Don't get Game of the Year.
Bro, like, GTA was game
Yeah,
of
it's
the year,
the.
bro. Shit's mature as fuck.
Yeah, but GTA is also very based.
Sure.
It's better than all of these games we've talked about.
Sure about that. Shadow of War. Come on now.
Yes, GTA 5 is way better.
Nah.
Ain't no way he thinks Shadow of War is better than GTA 5.
I've never switched up on Rat Bag.
Okay. So yeah, back to our little story here. You basically go back to Kashyyyk, you know, fuck the bounty hunter bitches, and you go to the Shadowlands on Kashyyyk, and that's where you find Chieftain Tarful. He's with some other of his rebel friends. I don't remember why he's down there, but who cares? And Tarful sends Cal to the Origin Tree on Kashyyyk, and that's when the Empire attacks the tree and everything when Cal's up there, and he's with I think it's called the Xi'an bird. Yeah, it's a chill bird though, alright? Chill bird. Cal rides it and shit, which is fun.
Bro.
Yeah. And it flies away when the ninth sister ambushes Cal, and this is the first lightsaber boss fight against the ninth sister, who's an Inquisitor. She's big, burly, has a dual blade lightsaber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was pretty fun. She had some kind of goofy attacks, but overall she was a good boss, I'd say.
Not the best cool boss. She's like super big, right? Pretty cool.
And it takes a reasonable amount of attempts, you know, nothing dramatic. The bird for Pierce.
The bird.
So yeah, you beat her, and this is something I started to notice too, was on the boss fights, you're just not killing anyone. Like, you fight Trilla 2 times, you don't kill her. Yeah. You don't really kill her either. You force push her off, but like, I'm trying to style on someone with my lightsaber, man.
Sure. I wish we had a moment like that in the game, but we really don't.
He chops her hand off. She doesn't need it. Almost catches Cal lacking by using the force and turning her lightsaber on behind him, but his spidey senses activate, dodges it. Force pushes her off the cliff, so she's dead.
He's dead. End of story. All right, good podcast,
off
guys.
The origin tree, bro. She's done for. And so yeah, she's never seen again.
This is pretty high.
The bird ain't saving her big ass. She's finished.
True.
He's at the gym. And so yeah, you go back to the mantis and everything with your newfound bird friend. He carries the mantis, flies it to Dathomir. No, he doesn't do that, if you were wondering. Actually, this fight, I had so you can go to the planets out of order, but usually you can't do anything on it. But I actually went to Dathomir before Kashyyyk, and I grabbed the dual blade lightsaber because it's way more baller looking. But I didn't realize it did so little damage. So I was fighting the ninth sister for probably half of my attempts with it. And our friend Lee, he was watching me. He's like, man, use the single. It does more damage against solo. While the double kind of blocks more bullets at once, and it's good for groups.
Yeah, it's like better for defense and whatnot. Like, if you have a bunch of dudes shooting at you, it's the best saber.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Shadow of Mordor, where you get to upgrade where Celebrimbor can do like the shadow block, because now you have like 2 blades and he can double block for you. So it's pretty cool. But I was fighting her with that, and it was taking forever, so I switched, and then I pretty much beat her in a few attempts after that. But yeah, so we go back to Dathomir now after we go to the Mantis after Kashyyyk. And it's Dathomir is a little goofy. I'm pretty sure it was in Clone Wars too. It's where Darth Maul is from, or where he was when they find him again. And it's ran by the, what are they called? The brothers? No, there's the Night Brothers. The Night Sisters come later, right? It's mainly just the Night Brothers.
I mean, she's like,
Yeah.
she like directs them all because she's like the actually powerful one.
So you just see Night Brothers for now, and you meet this creepy old guy in a goofy ass cloak. Looks like a pedophile. I don't know. I'm kind of scared. And he's on Dathomir, and then you meet Marin, who some people would think is hot. I don't know where they're getting that information from, but need to get their brains checked out.
Oh, nah.
This is not the god.
Goth? She's a motherfucking alien. This isn't about Goth.
We hating for no reason, bro.
You just want the magic.
You don't know
Don't
what
lie.
you're
You would
missing out
use
on.
her.
God.
You want the other sisters too. You want all of them at once.
Oh, brother.
You want
Bro, you gotta chill. Nobody wants them little skeletonized.
why you being
mummy-looking
racist,
ass
bro?
creatures,
Bro.
dude.
You don't
You're
want.
complaining
oh
about
my
it.
God.
I'm the only one that's allowed, man.
What?
He's talking about Aryan race shit earlier, and now he's talking about this.
Gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
I know.
We ain't doing Survivor with your ass. We're getting Lee in here. Well, no, he would be sexist.
Could never escape it.
Thank
But
God.
yeah,
we're recording.
you end up getting ambushed by the Ninth Sister, and that's something else. I was thinking Ninth Sister, the sisters, but no. So Cal and BD basically fight some Night Brothers along the way and whatnot, and then Marin, she gets pissed off and she unleashes her dead sisters, which they just like fall out of these like, I don't know.
Nutsacks?
Yeah.
mean,
Sure,
that's the best
man.
thing
I
I
was
can
more
think
thinking
of.
like
They
a
literally just
caterpillar
look
when it comes out of the
Fucking
cocoon.
old man's ball sack.
Old man ball sacks. Yep, they fall out of that. A lot
Old
of
man
slime, and they're dead. Does she say why they're dead yet? No, that comes later.
I don't remember.
And yeah, and then you end up fighting another boss, the Gorgaro bird, which is like a bird, bat, dragon type.
Oh my, bro.
And I beat this.
It took me so many tries. He
I beat it
claims
first
he beat the
try.
bird first try.
No,
This is a lie.
It literally
has to
happened.
be a
I
lie.
just
There
played
is
it slow
no
and
way he
won.
beat the bird first try.
It wasn't hard.
Dude, it
If you
actually
do
took
play
me
The
like
whole
50
time.
fight
minutes
slow
to
in the
beat the
game,
bird.
you're guaranteed to win. So he might, like, I believe him.
I was just playing the game and I was vibing and I beat it. And this whole time Pierce is talking about these moves. I'm like, what moves? I don't even remember the bird fight.
Bro, I couldn't read what was an attack and what wasn't.
I just remember it kept like, it did the attack where its hand gets stuck and I just beat the fuck out of its hand, back off. I really don't remember the fight because I
Where its
aced
hand
it.
gets stuck.
Yeah, it would pound the ground with its
Nah,
hand
this
and
is
its hand would be
literally a
stuck and
lie.
you hit it.
This is literally a
You're
lie. He did
mad.
not beat him
How
first
many
try.
attempts do you think you did?
Bro, I have the whole thing recorded. I can go
I
and
don't
count.
think it was that hard.
Bro, let me see how long
Oh
the
my
recording
God.
I
is.
believe Sam.
And then if
don't-
I get-
don't think
and then if
he-
I see how
why would
long
you
an
lie
attempt
about
is,
that?
then
He
I
probably did beat him
kinda-
first try.
It was with the story and I just beat it. Like,
Is-
I swear. There is a boss fight I did struggle on. I'll let you know later.
The recording of me fighting the bird
Holy
is 35
fuck.
minutes
And
long.
it's probably what?
4
Like a 3-minute
gigabytes,
fight?
something like that. And I died.
And I'm
really
pretty sure it's
quick a lot
easy to
of the
get back
time.
to it. So yeah, that's definitely like probably 40 plus attempts. That's a little rough. Oh,
Yeah.
and we didn't even let them know. We're playing
It
on the
was very
highest
rough.
difficulty, which is what? Jedi Master, Grandmaster.
Jedi
Yeah, there's
Grandmaster.
what is it? There's like 5 difficulties. Jedi Grandmaster, Jedi Master, then some other fucking ones. We needed to preface that. But yeah, since it's a soul like, you kind of just want to play on the hardest one, but it does get difficult.
He was objecting at first. He was literally objecting at first, but oh, now since it's a Souls,
Yeah, that's basically what you guys said, and I was like, I guess
I didn't
so.
say that. I was actually gonna play on a lower difficulty, and then Pierce was like, "You're a pussy. We're both playing on the other difficulty."
You're a pussy.
Oh, God. That's
I was
exactly
okay,
right.
I'll put it on the other. And honestly, this game isn't that bad at all on the hardest.
Yeah. Only the bird. I stand by that the bird is the hardest boss in the game.
I should play it again. Anyway, so yeah, you defeat the bird. You do like some cool cinematics where you're flying on it. It's getting hit by shit, which that was an okay scene, I guess. It was a little like, okay, no, Cal died there. Ain't no way. Cal's dead.
Oh,
But yeah, and then he finally finds the temple there in Dathomir, and he has like a flashback, or not really a flashback, but he's having like a vision of Jara Tapal, his master, fighting him and whatnot. So you battle him, and I thought you were supposed to
It's like a
win, and I
nightmare.
lost.
It's like a
Yeah,
sequence.
nightmare.
Yeah. I'd say nightmare is the
And
best way
you
to
can't
describe
beat it. He ends up beating you, and he like grabs onto your hands and crushes your lightsaber in there, and then he kind of disappears, and you're crushed, defeated.
Very goofy.
And so that sucks. And then when Cal is leaving the temple, he's confronted again by the creepy old pedophile man, who takes off his cloak, and he's kind of badass.
Yeah, to
Reveal
reveal his.
He's
reveal
got
his-
he's fucking like tatted up. No, they're scars.
Reveal
And he's got 2 lightsabers. So he's a former Jedi who went into hiding after Order 66. And he basically just uses the planet as, I don't know, protection. No one's going to go to Dathomir.
He's converted to the dark side, though, right? Like, he has a red saber and everything, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't really, I don't know. He's not like the most evil dark side user
Well,
ever.
yeah, they don't all use it the same.
He was kind of
Yeah, he's just
understandable.
done with it. He's not going to fucking do anything about it, like fight the Empire on it. They've beat the Jedi, so he was like, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah,
And, you know,
bro.
Gotta look after yourself sometimes. But then Baron shows up though, and she's really pissed, and she like takes control of everything and makes it all come at you. So you just fucking book it because you don't have your lightsaber. Even did we say his name? Taron Malicos?
No.
That's the Jedi who reveals himself. He's the creepy old man.
Malicos, yeah. His name is Taron
I
Malicos.
don't think I ever said his name, but yeah, he's Taron Malicos, double lightsaber,
Yeah, I
scarred the
don't think
fuck
so.
up. He's badass. He's even like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. So he runs his separate way, and you
Yeah.
just book it back to the Mantis. Which at first I was like, fuck, how am I gonna find my way back? And that's when I realized that Dathomir was really easy to escape. Because you just literally turn around and you'll find your way back, no matter what.
Literally
It's
straight
pretty.
line,
It's a
yeah.
nice map design, I think, because it looks really confusing and deep and everything, but it's pretty easy out. Especially with the shortcuts, they literally just open doors. Which, yeah, let's touch on the shortcuts in the game. So, when you go somewhere, there's no shortcuts when you're going there, but when you're going, you can unlock shortcuts that make it easier to come back.
Yeah, this game is
So,
like the way you progress is based on the abilities Cal has. So, you know, you open up pathways with push. You can fucking swing to different areas with vines and
The
shit with the
pool.
pool. Yeah,
you get the ability to go up zip lines and shit.
yeah.
There's with the Scump Link too to open shortcut
The
doors.
Scomp Link.
Dude, the Scomp Link is the single greatest thing.
Sure,
you
you
can
get more
unlock in the game.
skins.
Yeah, exactly, dude. The lightsaber thing. I can't wait to actually play Survivor because the lightsaber customization is.
Oh, does it get
Fucking
better?
awesome.
Yeah, there's also like Cal
What do you
customization
mean,
and
bro? We
whatnot.
already had that.
Yeah,
Like a
bro.
beard.
You got either
Raggedy haircut
poncho,
and junk.
poncho,
Like full
or
clothing.
whatever
Poncho?
this is. Like, I don't know what the normal
Cali
outfit
gang?
he's wearing.
Poncho?
It's just so goofy looking.
Yeah, so there's a little I don't know. I don't really hate it because it's not like a formula that's really been done a whole lot where to unlock things you get shortcuts through your way. So when you come back to get things it's easier. But it's just kind of tedious. One time I forgot to get a shortcut, and I came back and I had to go back through there, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's
I have
always
to go through this
annoying.
long
When you miss,
roundabout
like, cut
way.
the rope or something. Or, what'd
Yeah.
you miss?
It was a cut the rope.
Yeah.
I think it was on Zepho.
Oh yeah, those are so easy
It's
to
fucking
miss.
stupid. I think I went to cut it and I jumped off, and so I was like, fuck. Stupid, man.
Stupid. Stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
I fortunately didn't miss any of those.
But you get back to the Mantis and you get the fuck off Dathomir. And you confront Seer because your lightsaber's busted. And
we
she
back with
gives...
Grease,
Gambling addict Grease.
Easy money.
And she gives you her lightsaber, but I guess it doesn't have a Kyber crystal, right? It's just like the mount.
Where you go to
Yeah.
Kyber crystal plant.
Yeah, just like the hill.
So you're still without a working lightsaber, but you have your busted ass one and Seer's not
Busted,
not
that's
a working
right.
one, I guess. I don't know. It's not really busted like yours. Yeah, they
I
didn't
don't
really
know, man.
talk about why your lightsaber doesn't work. And you have like a face-to-face, talk with her about your past with Order 66, and she kind of opens up a little on Trilla, not really a lot. But yeah, in Order 66, Cal's just training, which I got stuck on the training at one point. I think I just didn't realize I was supposed to unlock something to wall ride. I thought I was supposed to make one of the jumps. It was like...
Yeah, I was
you know
doing
what
the
I'm
same
talking
thing.
about.
Just on the right, that little like block comes out the wall. I thought I had to make
Exactly.
it there somehow. So I just kept
Yeah.
jumping and hoping that I could land
I
a
think you're
perfect
supposed to
double
force
jump
pull
to
or
it.
something like that to get something out, which is annoying.
No, you just had to go to the left or something, and then a wall would come out for your wall
you
run
could
on.
jump, yeah, it was really annoying. It caught me lacking. And then you go through that, and then basically they activate Order 66. Jaro wrecks some stormtrooper who thought he'd catch him lacking. Ain't no way our Grandmaster would get caught lacking.
Yikes.
He fucks them all. And then you battle your way out. You lose Cal's original lightsaber that he had as a Padawan, which kind of sucks. And then Jaro basically meets you at the escape pod. He's fucking people up because he's big too, so he doesn't just wreck people with a lightsaber. He just muscles his way through. He's
Yeah,
kind of
he's
chill.
gang.
And then when you're going to the escape pod, he's holding them all back and starts to get shot and shit. And Cal finally gets it up, and Jaro like falls back into the escape pod and dies with Cal, but they escape, and Cal gets his lightsaber.
Pretty
So
much says that. Cal, be the best Jedi you could be.
may the force
And
may
then
the
he just
force be
hands him
with
his
you.
lightsaber in his
He's an
dying
actual
breath.
straight fag.
Oh my god.
True.
Hey bro, I'm not the Star Wars nerd here. That's why we have a guest.
Sure. Hey,
Hey,
you
yo.
are a Star Wars nerd.
Your
Just
problem,
admit
man.
it.
Name every Star Wars planet.
Name every Star Wars planet.
Endor.
Okay.
So yeah, they do that, and Seer kind of tells Cal a little about what happened with Trilla, but she doesn't really get into it, so it's not really important. She was just taken, and Seer ran because she was kind of getting to the dark side of the Force, so she couldn't really do anything 'cause she was losing it. It was Jover. Had to go.
It was.
So they go to the ice planet Ilion to find the Kyber crystal, because that's where Padawans used to go in the past to find it, and Cal can sense the Kyber crystal because it chooses you. Basically, it's like the wand. You don't just go and find one; you can like sense one that is choosing you. And you go through all this stuff, and the Empire's kind of punting you. Like there's those scatter drones, so you kind of just want to avoid them because you don't have a lightsaber. And you just parkour like always. It was the ice planet's puzzle and shit was a little hard, I think, with where you had to shine the light.
Dude, I was stuck on the ice planet for so
Yeah,
long.
the puzzle's a little hard.
At least in my first playthrough. I got through it pretty easily.
You have to
on
like
the second
position this glass thing or something to put the light through it so it puts on the ice to melt it. A little stupid.
This
shit melts instantly too. Which I don't know why you can't just like, why didn't they just let you force push the ice to break it?
True, it's
Exactly.
Just
If a
ice.
motherfucking light through glass can
You do that
melt
like
it,
so many
then-
times in the game too. You just force push ice. So why?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Nah, they're just trying to build. the game.
Yeah.
He probably forgot how to force push again.
The trauma of remembering Order 66. He just forgets everything. Forgets his lightsaber.
Yeah.
Goofy as fuck. But yeah, then he finds the Kyber crystals. God damn it. And they break in two. Which at first you're like, man, what the fuck? Am I gonna have to go get more? Ain't no way.
Yeah.
But no, you actually go to this workbench and you take both lightsabers, you Frankenstein them together somewhat. And yeah, that basically makes it all set. You can now have a dual lightsaber if you didn't already get it at Dathomir. You can take them both apart and have two, or you can just use your solo. So that was kind of cool. And at that point, I also changed like my skin and stuff because you were finally like actually put at a workbench. It wasn't just there. But yeah, it was cool. I guess you could. I think you get all the colors then too, right?
Yeah, all of them except like the New Game Plus colors, meaning red.
Yeah. And I guess if you didn't have the premium
New
game,
Game Plus,
you wouldn't
guys.
get the orange.
Play New Game
Then
Plus.
you don't
Yeah.
get orange.
Oh yeah, orange is the premium thing.
Yo. Can
I'm
I go
so
take a piss
goddamn
real quick?
glad
I'm
you
like,
said
trying to
that
piss
because I was
myself,
actually
dude.
about to mute my mic and just
I'm
go
like,
because I have to pee
Dude,
so bad.
I'm
No, it
actually
happens.
All
so
right,
It happens every
piss
episode.
break.
Don't worry.
We'll see you on a second. We're back from the piss break. These boys just emptied them loins, so
Oh,
we can finally get into it.
Fine.
the most yellow bull I've ever seen.
You're not hydrated, bro. I got shit for not having to piss because I'm not hydrated. It's called not being a bitch. I woke up, went piss. I'm good now.
I woke up, went pissed.
You're just not drinking a C4.
Oh, no.
No, you're not even.
What
I'm
a-
drinking a C4.
Yeah, it melts through your intestines. No wonder you had to piss so much. That shit was probably yellow from the C4. Please get it out of us. It's your fucking organs, man. Get help.
No, I will buy another.
All you need is the C4 strapped to your chest.
Okay.
So, now Cal goes back to Dathomir with his new based-ass lightsaber. At this point, I changed my lightsaber to pink because I think it looked cool. What was yours,
He's
Pierce?
the real
I was
one.
using pink as well. I think that or purple.
Those are gang colors, man. They look sick on the lightsaber, too.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so you go to Dathomir now, back to the temple to face Jarrow again, and this time Cal just doesn't fight him at all. He just stands there, and Jarrow's unable to hit him pretty much, and he's vanquished, I guess. That was a little anticlimactic. I thought we'd get like a big boss fight against Jarrow this time to the death.
Why?
But
It's your master, and it's just a force stream or whatever, dude. It's a nightmare again.
okay, because he's get the sauce on us the first time. I want revenge.
I'm
Fuck him.
saucing
He's
it.
dead.
I'm not saucing on you,
He's
bro.
saucing on me even after death.
You wouldn't stand a chance against bro.
In hand to hand,
really
no,
wouldn't.
but
Let's be real.
I'd beat his ass with the
No,
lightsaber.
not even in a video game.
Go.
Not even in a video
Yeah.
game way.
No, I'm calling out Jarrow. Get in the
Box
ring, bitch.
Zero, Yeah. Go box him.
He's the real op.
Bro would probably
What?
absolutely maul you in boxing. He probably weighs 3 times as much as you.
True.
3 times.
3 times might be a
Oh.
little low, man.
Yeah.
Like, see how big he is?
He is huge. Yeah, he's bigger than that.
Fuck
Come
me.
on.
I don't see his height and weight, bro. How are we supposed to know?
Yeah, sure.
I think we'd have to go
Ja-
with me beating him then.
What's brother's name? Jaro? Jorah?
Jarrow to Paul.
Sure.
Jaro, come on the podcast, defend yourself, man.
Yeah, square up right
Let's
now.
talk about you like this?
What?
I don't know.
I didn't hear you.
So yeah. So you get through that and now you can finally go on to the temple. where Marin finds you again, and this time she's more, I guess, sympathetic for you, for what you're trying to do. She can tell because the only Jedi she really knows is Taron, and that they got like raided and shit. So she thought all Jedi were the same when there's just the corrupted ones that killed all of her sisters basically. And she can tell that I think Cal, I don't remember if she looks into her mind or she just believes Cal, but that all his Jedi were killed in Order 66. So there's some empathy there.
They have a Force connection, I think. That's what it is.
Gotcha. Yeah. So they're like brought together. She's chill with them. And then my favorite boss fight, you go to face Taron. And I think it's my favorite because this is just like Jedi on Jedi, man.
Yeah,
with the
I
sixth
agree.
sister,
Terran was my favorite fight as well.
Yeah, with the ninth sister, I mean, she's like big and shit. She throws rocks at you and shit, which is kind of annoying. But Taron is strictly just lightsaber battling.
I mean, he throws
rocks
at you at a
but
time,
that's with the
and
Force.
I don't know how to dodge it. It just hurt.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, he throws rocks at you, but a lot of it's just in like a smaller arena, just fucking lightsaber on lightsaber. The rocks are kind of stupid.
It is a really good fight. I was watching Pierce play that, and it was like, looks fucking intense. Bro was holding 2 lightsabers, so it's really fucking.
It was a little hard, but I liked the fight enough where it didn't bother me at all. And Marin helps you, but the shitty part about this fight is Marin beats him. You don't even kill him. She just buries him with Dathomir, which is lame as fuck. Like, come on. Let me kill somebody, okay? Pushing the bitch off wasn't enough. I need more!
Oh my god. The fuck is this violence?
So, yeah, he gets buried. He's gone, which, like, why didn't we take his lightsabers? Like, come on. They were cool looking.
They were
that
cool.
That would be so cool if you could use other people's lightsabers.
Cal's just not a loot enjoyer.
Nah, what are you talking about? There's the boxes around the map. Yo, BD1.
No, that's BD1, bro. It's BD1.
He's the one who goes in the boxes and gets the loot, bro.
He's a loot enjoyer. Cal, he doesn't care.
Won't even pick up the free lightsaber.
Poncho or no poncho?
So cringe. Yeah. He doesn't care about the fit.
Customize.
Well, you can customize the mantis too.
Yeah.
I didn't find that out till later. And BD1 and shit. But only like the color scheme, nothing cool.
You really didn't know you can customize BD1 like till late?
I remember I customized the mantis yellow, and then I just forgot you could do any of that. So I thought the mantis was yellow for a while. Well, I didn't have the cool black one for a while, and I just never checked because I forgot.
I think I like the default most. No, actually, Greaser Money.
Greasy Money. I also just use the default.
Yeah, but after you vanquish Taron, you can basically you get the temple all done and everything. You get the final message to complete the holocron on Bogana. And so you go back to the vault, to the Zepho vault on Bogana with the Astrium that you got from Dathomir. Because that was Eno's whole mission, was to get the Astrium. Because he had one, but, you know, his is lost to time. So you had to find a new one. You find it on Dathomir. You're all set. And when he activates the Astrium and everything, he gets visions of Padawans being slaughtered during Order 66.
Oh my god.
They're trying to hide too, and the fucking stormtroopers sniff him out. And then when he awakes from that vision, Trilla's like right about to murder his ass. So you battle Trilla, and this time you don't even win, but I mean you win, but you don't beat her. You just take her lightsaber and you grab her lightsaber and like see visions again of her being tortured and see her running away. So big Sag.
We're doing what every single fucking master did was like, no, stay here and don't move and be a good Jedi.
Well, I mean, at this point though, Trilla was literally like strapped down to a table,
I didn't know.
being tortured.
Yeah.
So rip.
Yeah,
I wish I was there.
She shouldn't have fought
Yeah.
us. She's a bitch.
Oh god, man.
Okay. But yeah, you overpower her, get her lightsaber. So, but during the vision, she takes the holocron, giving that shit to the Empire. So you just have to chase her down. You get back to the Mantis. She's already gone, but you can chase her through space. Once again, you don't really do anything in space. It'd be cool. Space battle against Trilla. Would have been base.
Would be base. We'll never
It
do
would be base.
But yeah, you go and you're going to this Imperial base that's set up, and Marin uses some magic so that they don't sense you coming in, which actually a decent way to get around that. Because if she didn't, like, yeah, they would sense the fuck out of you, but that was pretty cool, I guess. And you're able to infiltrate the base underwater like it's the Phantom Menace, which was cool. I kind of like the underwater part. Cause
Oh, yeah, me too.
you get like something to breathe underwater.
I don't remember what they're called, man, but
Me neither.
it really made it feel more movie-like.
Breathers.
Mm-hmm. Breathers, maybe.
Is that like-
I
That's
think it is
essentially
a
what they are.
rebreather. I think it is a rebreather.
You just pop it in your mouth like in Phantom Menace, and then you swim. You get inside. You have to fight. This is probably one of the more fun sections, is fighting all the enemies. It's a little hard sometimes, but I found it pretty fun. It was more challenging than, I don't know, the bird boss fight, in my opinion. But no response.
Oh, I
But,
just expect Chris to comment on the bosses more, because he
Dude,
actually.
the bird was actually the hardest boss. That's pretty much all I have to say. Most of the bosses were forgettable, except like Terran, Malicos, and whatnot, and Trilla's final encounter. But
That was
dude,
bullshit.
I mean, that's clearly coming. I mean, she just takes her holocron. Now what? We chase her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But yeah,
obvious.
You go through all the Imperial, taking a bunch of people down. There's one part where you have to fight like a bunch, which is fun, until the Flame Trooper comes out. Fuck that guy.
I hate the flame troopers, man. Literal BS.
Luckily, at this point, though, I had grinded earlier to get a bunch of the vials, so it was a lot easier than if I had to.
Vials. Bro, they're called stems.
My bad. You know what I
Trend.
was talking about. The stem.
I had 4 at the end of the game.
Yeah, I went and got like 4 more, because I had 2 for probably a majority of the game. Probably after Kashyyyk, I went and got them. I got 4 more, so I had 6. So it was pretty easy. A lot of healing. Made it more fun, in my opinion, because fighting all those enemies on fucking 2, 4, whatever would have been painful.
Yeah, I
That's
just kind of
ridiculous.
1v1 them all.
I think I pushed some off. You could do that on one of them.
I
the
mostly
platform's
just
covered.
force pulled them into me and just stabbed the shit out of them.
Yeah, force pull is pretty nutty. But I upgraded my force push so I could push like a ton of enemies at once and just push them off the cliff.
Yeah, I upgraded my push and pull.
If only you could push Trilla off. Rip.
Oh god.
Yeah, so you do that, and then you meet Trilla for a fight over the holocron, and you defeat her, but you don't really defeat her. She's still alive.
Yeah,
Still
and
there.
She just hyper armors all your attacks, man. Stunning her is not real.
It is really dumb. And there's this one ground pound move where she does it when you're close, and you have to jump over it.
But since you're close, you just get instantly hit by it, and it does like 4 gajillion damage.
It probably does 90% of your health.
Yeah.
So if you're even hit at all, you're fucked.
Pretty much, man. It's messed up. And then there's also this, like the, whatever it's called. Is it a security droid, little like floating dude that comes in, bro?
Droid, the spy
Yeah, the
drone.
probe
Yeah.
droid.
Fuck that guy.
He comes in, bro, and he just starts blasting you while you're trying to jump over the stupid slam
Yeah.
ground
And
pound, man.
It's
And
probably
you're
the hardest move to parry.
flashbanged and whatnot. It's like, bro.
It's a very annoying fight. Yeah, and she's throwing her lightsaber at you the whole time, which isn't too bad, but when you're trying to parry the bolt to kill the droid, it's
and
really
she's
bad.
throwing the saber.
It's like I have to fucking block, then hit a parry, then block again.
Yeah,
Really fucking annoying.
retarded.
It was definitely my most attempts. Probably same for Pierce on the Bird, probably like 50 plus.
Yeah, the bird
not
was
50,
just
but-
painful, dude. I don't know why.
Yeah, this one I struggled a lot on.
I beat her pretty quick.
It's good. It's good. But yeah, then as you're leaving though, it gets hype. It's hype.
True, it
You
gets
hear-
so hype.
Darth fucking Vader pulls up, bro. He's gang. You're fucked.
You're trying to do the reading because I don't think that. I mean, it probably picked up on
It's
Audacity.
probably picked up in Audacity.
But it was just
It did
goofy
not
shit.
pick up in
Wait,
Discord.
do that.
It's because I have like the noise suppression
Yeah.
on Discord. But yeah, it picked up on Audacity. But yeah, Darth Vader pulls up. And I was praying that Cal would not be able to beat him because I don't want some bullshit sequel where Cal all of a sudden becomes infused with the Force and beats the fuck out of literally everything. Like, right. But nah, he tries to fight Vader, I think, and just gets obliterated, and then Seer has to come and try to save you.
And she gets obliterated.
She gets
She
thrown
literally
off.
gets fucked on in the first second.
She gets forced off the cliff, and you just
I
run.
absolutely adore how powerful they made Darth Vader seem. He's just
Exactly.
ripping everything
Yeah, he
apart
makes
in
the
the
whole
he
game
also
seem like
murders
an actual
Trilla.
joke.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
When he comes, Trilla's frozen in fear and just he fucking kills her, cuts her down.
It's insane. They did
like-
such a great job with this part.
Literally, I think the only lightsaber kill in the whole game was Vader killing Trilla.
It's like all these little kids are talking.
No
Vader steps in
remorse.
and he's like, all right, settle down. Chill out.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
It's like the meme where the guy's like slapping everyone aside.
Yeah.
That's Vader in this fucking game. And he chases Cal like all the way through the base again, and then Seer actually didn't die, and she like freezes Vader with the Force for a little bit while Cal breaks the glass to make the whole thing flood. And so Vader, being the god he is, has to hold back all the water.
The whole
Of his
ocean, man.
He's
The
holding the
whole
whole
ocean.
ocean.
Bro, you can't stop, bro.
He's
It's
too
insane. And while you all swim away, and
Like
I mean that's
bitches,
basically how you get away.
Yeah.
Well, not like bitches, bro.
No.
Like sane human beings, not trying to fight Vader.
Yeah.
Which is great, because like Cal, he's learning to fight the whole time. He can finally beat Trilla, but I'm glad he
But-
could not beat Vader.
Yeah. It just wouldn't make any sense.
So and that's pretty much the end. Besides, at the very end, they're looking at the holocron. You know, what should we do with it? And then Cal just breaks it,
Yeah, like
Yep,
Cal.
slices it right in half.
so no one can ever find the kids. You know,
Cal's pretty powerful, but he's not that good. Yeah, it would have been like kind of
Yeah,
like how
he
Luke
wouldn't be able to
beat
protect
Vader
it.
in the original. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
why did that happen?
I mean, what he is, though, is the most powerful climber the world's ever seen.
On, bro.
Like, Nathan Drake
He-
don't got nothing on him.
He can hold on to Moss for the longest time.
well, and even Luke never really beat Vader.
Yeah.
He loses in the fifth one, The Emperor Strikes Back, and then Palpatine like blasts Vader in the end
Yeah,
before he throws him off.
Vader lost. You know, he shouldn't have.
He lost,
should
but
have.
he was also beat up. I think, isn't it canon that he was also like losing his body and shit, like falling apart?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Or he wasn't at his peak anymore.
It is like a thing that after
He
a
definitely
while,
wasn't
He
peak.
is falling apart and all that shit.
Yeah, because I mean he's basically a full robot at that point, and shit just wasn't working. I mean it was already being Vader already like limited him from being Anakin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would be a lot more
But yeah.
powerful if he wasn't in the suit.
True. Which, you know. But yeah, that's kind of separate. But yeah. That's the end really. And then the other game is gonna be what, Jedi Survivor, which is the sequel, but there's actually a little something in between. There's a light novel called Battle Scars, which is basically Cal with the Mantis crew. From what I didn't read it. I mean,
I also
I don't know
didn't
where to
read
even
it.
find
No.
it. I could buy it
Yeah,
on
not reading that.
Spotify as an audiobook. Apparently it wasn't very good. But to basically fill you all in on it, the Mantis crew want to go get a cloaking device, or it's called the Shroud. He's crazy. From the Empire who has it, and they want to get the creator of it. But there's like a whole plot twist where the creator they're looking for isn't actually the creator, and the Empire was kind of using them to find its real creator. So they go through all that, and that's why Survivor takes place a lot longer down the line. While Cal gets older, it's where he gets his scar from.
Yeah, I think it's just 5 years down the line that Survivor takes place.
Okay, not that long, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of just the in-between. It's just the Mantis adventures. Nothing's really happens. I mean, do they even use the cloaking device in Survivor?
I don't remember.
No, they have Marin. They don't need it.
Yeah.
They definitely didn't use that shit.
But yeah, maybe, Greasy gambles in.
Greasy, yeah, that's what the
scars.
sequel is about. It's about
He gets battle scars at the poker
Grease
table.
winning. He wins big.
Finally gets his big hit.
Bro,
They
opens
get the
a few
slave
reds on
one,
it.
bro.
He got
They
a knife.
upgrade.
He's out here balling.
It's got the Bowie.
The gut knife.
It's got a talon.
Nomad.
He's definitely a Shadow Daggers enjoyer. I feel like that is Grease.
Grease would need 4 pairs, man.
He's a stiletto.
Who the fuck likes the stiletto in the game? It's so bad.
It's not that bad.
It's bad.
It's just got a small blade. It's the only issue I have
Like,
with
it's
it.
so expensive, it's not a good stiletto. It's not a real
I
stiletto.
think it's better than
because
my paracord.
Stiletto means it actually ejects from the fucking handle.
I'd rather get a good stiletto than a good paracord.
I disagree.
I heavily disagree.
No way.
I
There's
have.
no good paracord skins.
Bro, are stiletto, aren't they cheaper? Or am I just wrong?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking price. I was thinking looks.
No, I'm pretty sure they're more expensive.
Wow.
Stilettos?
Useless.
Yeah. I don't know how we got so off topic to CSGO skins, man.
It's okay. We're pretty much done with Star Wars. Next game, or well, I don't know about next game. This will probably come out.
We can talk about that
We're
gameplay,
recording this
though.
August 9th.
Each part.
Yeah. Well, we're getting to that recording. This one will probably come out like maybe end of the month of August. But yeah, I guess let's just talk about the game as a whole. Souls-like and everything. Obviously, it can be difficult, which is just part of the gameplay loop. We also played on the hardest difficulty, so that's not really a complaint.
Yeah, the main thing about the hardest difficulty, though, like most games, is it's just like no saving. You have to go to a meditate spot every time.
Yeah,
That's
you get
just
like less
it being a
parry
Souls-like.
timing and whatnot.
It's not like on your difficulty.
Yeah.
Enemies have more health.
You take
you
way
have less
more
parry timing,
damage.
and you take more damage.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You have meditate points that are basically like campfires in Souls games, and you get the skill tree, which, like we said, doesn't really do a whole lot for you. Just kind of boosts you a little bit, but isn't like, oh, get 50% more damage. Doesn't really do that.
Yeah, and there's not like different weapons you can pick up like in Dark Souls and whatnot. Like grab a
There-
heavy sword.
There
or whatever.
are like objectively good upgrades though, like that, Sam, like where it just boosts your health, boosts the stim like health.
Yeah.
Oh, like the stim use
Yeah,
refills
more
your force.
force.
That is the greatest.
Those are the
one.
best ones objectively, but there's also like moves ones where Cal gets a few other moves in this game. You could like overhead.
I never used overhead.
Yeah,
Not once.
you can use all these different moves that you can unlock through the skill tree and like upgrade the
Get a lightsaber
the heavy
throw.
hit and shit. Yeah, you can get a lightsaber throw. I didn't know that.
It's not very good though. It's a very short throw.
It's
I think
much
you can
better in the
upgrade more
second
range,
game.
but I never did because it was like a 2 cost.
Yeah.
There's not much replayability, I don't think, with it. It's really just play it once. I don't know why you do a new game plus.
Because you get to play with Red Saber and Jedi
No, he's right.
Inquisitor Cal outfit, bro.
Oh, real. Oh, real.
Finally, something other than a poncho.
So, does the Inquisitor outfit actually look cool though?
Yeah, man.
Look
It's an
it up.
Inquisitor outfit.
It's pretty cool.
Of course, it
actually.
looks cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so this is more just a one and done game. Play it for Survivor. It's an alright game. Are we ready to give our ratings? We do it on a 1 out of 10 scale for you new ones here and our guest. What did we do? We did Shadow of War, I think like a 9 or an 8, and then we did Shadow Border like a 7. I don't remember what we gave Shadow of Doubt like a 5. That's just kind of basing what we have stuff on. Maybe we did lower. I don't remember. So yeah, I guess we'll just 3, 2, 1. We'll say our rating and then we'll just go over it.
All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1, 6.
6.
We are all on the
Damn.
same.
All on it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7
wasn't
sounded
terrible,
too high.
Yeah, 7's too high, 5 is too low because it wasn't terrible. There's a lot of backtracking
And it wasn't
whatnot.
like
But I
average,
think like the
you
later
know?
game bosses kind of make up for it all.
Yeah. But
I think it's above average just because Star Wars adds a lot in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
and well, it's also from EA, and they actually did something good. So
For once.
What do you mean, bro? I wanted to buy lightsaber skins.
And
Please
it
take my
also,
money.
you know,
open
it-
cases
it
for
gave us
lightsaber
Jedi
skins.
Survivor.
That will be Pierce's actual fucking.
That would be my downfall,
when they
man.
He'd open so many
a
for the red.
game. Yeah, when they release a game with cases and it's all about lightsabers and Jedi. Oh my god.
Star Wars
It's
I'll go
over.
broke, man.
It's over. It's over.
They need to add the lightsaber to CS:GO. I will actually buy it. We need a collab.
It's like a tiny one, just like a
Be fucking awesome,
Uh.
actually. That should be so expensive.
I would buy it. This isn't a joke. I'd go broke purchasing it.
Yeah, I think my rating on this could change in the future when we get more games under our belt. But I think it's better than Shadow of Doubt as it is right now, and worse than Shadow of Mordor.
Definitely better than Shadow of Doubt.
So I think as we play more
Do you
games,
really think it's
might
worse
end
than
up
Shadow of
lowering it.
Mordor? What do we give Shadow of Mordor?
A 7.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think Shadow of Mordor was a better game. I had a lot more fun with the combat. I think it was just less jank.
Yeah, I have not played them, so I can't comment on this.
But it's not Shadow of War either. That shit was actually goated.
Yeah, Shadow of War was super good.
Like, the Shadow of Mordor gameplay was better, while the story probably wasn't. While the Jedi Fallen Order story was better, but its gameplay, in my opinion, wasn't.
Yep,
So,
I
yeah,
agree.
the gameplay kind of wins it out. I take gameplay more over story, so.
I agree.
And just getting, like, facing, like, 30 orcs and a captain at once is just way more fun than really what
It really is.
the Souls-like did for me. But two different genres, you know. Okay, I'm excited to play Jedi Survivor. We'll probably have our esteemed guest, President Pie, back on.
Let's go. I've already beat it twice. It's
Yeah, he's bought it, so. I think
was
he got
worth
it, like,
my money.
literally
I got
on
it.
release.
I literally pre-ordered it.
So you'll be able to talk about how shit it was on release and if it got any better.
Yes, I can give you the full rundown, man.
Because when did you play this one?
This one, I played it like, let's say 6-7 months after release.
Yeah.
On
I
a
don't think this one
bunk
was
ass
released.
PC, bro.
On the bunk one, yeah.
Yeah.
Back when you had, what, the 1070?
Yeah, that's exactly when.
Tense.
It's not terrible, but you know, not like it wasn't actual poverty days. Like when Banana had the 1050.
And his PC, you had to fucking install
Yeah.
Windows every time.
Every 3 days.
That's not how it was. It wasn't every 3 days.
Yes,
it was
it
every 10
was.
days.
Yes,
Get it
it
right.
was.
Every 10 days.
No.
over here
Every
coping
time we go
now.
to play, but I was like, oh, fuck,
Oh, I
gotta
gotta install Windows. Give me a minute.
Actually,
Holy
it was
shit.
every 10 days. And
We had to play PS4 Fall Guys with them and Fortnite.
Oh, that was actually painful.
you guys,
The
you
dark
guys enjoyed
ages.
Fall Guys. So you guys
For like
Yeah,
a
man.
week.
I had so much fun on Fall
I know
Guys.
Pierce had fun. See,
We had fun for maybe 2 days, and it's like, no, Banana, I don't want to. I'd rather play Fortnite. Fuck you, I'm not playing anything with you.
Exactly. It was Fall Guys, then Fortnite, then I'm not playing with you. I can't take it anymore.
take it.
We're playing around. Kill yourself.
Dude, I actually fucking miss playing on my PC so much during that period because it was fucking.
We could tell you were losing it. That was Banana
Lost
losing
it
it
so
all.
much. He spent 280 on the scam,
Yeah.
bro.
That's a story for another day, man. I think this concludes our Star Wars episode. Yeah, we'll be back.
Oh, I can't wait for Jedi Survivor episode. I will play it a third
I know.
time. for
I
that
actually can't
episode.
wait to
My
play
God.
it either. Pierce, you're gonna have to come over here and get it for me.
Yeah, I got you, man.
What?
Or you can just
Oh.
sign into my account.
Oh yeah,
To
right.
get
can
it
play it.
fully legally. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've signed into his account. That's what I meant. I just don't want his password
Yeah.
info. You know, he's protective.
Why?
Because
I changed the password to just a random generated one so that I can
He
send
sent
it
it
to
to
you guys
me.
easier.
Oh,
I
so
sent
you
it to
using the
Lee as
same
well.
password as usual, bro?
Huh?
Or do you use just a normal password usually?
Yeah, because I have to sign into EA every time. The stay
Just
signed
sign
in
in through
button,
Google.
dude. The stay signed in button doesn't work on my EA app, so I have to
Just-
type in
I-
my
it
details
It doesn't
every
work
time.
on mine either. I do have to log in with Google every time.
No, it doesn't work. Yeah, but I just sign in with Google. I don't fucking know my EA password.
I made my account ages ago without
Cheesecake
Google,
yum.
so yeah, 4 gajillion years ago, back when I still lived in Washington, I made that account, man.
I wish you stayed there, you whore.
Well, I'm going there again in 2 days.
Oh yeah, that's
so-
why we had to pump this episode.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm leaving
Recording
soon.
when
I
I'm
was like,
sick,
fuck.
man.
Hey, bro, you don't gotta work till later. You got time to rest that soothing radio voice.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Double Player Podcast with Sam, Banana,
All
and
right.
President Pie.
I'm done. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.
All right.
All right. See y'all.